Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the joys of live theater. Welcome to this Lewis and Young presentation of Humorween. That's what we're doing, right? Humorween. My name is Rex Young. I am the young part of Lewis and Young Entertainment, and this is
Harry Lewis, the younger part of Lewis and Young. Only slightly.
So folks, thank you for being here today. We hope you're going to enjoy the show. It's a funny show. We enjoy it, and we're glad that we can bring it to you. Thank you to the Valerie Theater and our boy Bobby in the back. So,
Bobby!
Harry, do you have anything to say?
No, I'm good.
And I paid him as much as I never.
Oh, wait, no, I do it. I want to tell you about this really scary costume I have for the villain in the end of the first show.
No, we said no scary. It's a
Halloween.
comedy.
But it's Halloween, getting scary.
Okay,
Candy Matson was the first, like, hard-boiled feminine detective, female detective.
Right.
From the, she's got to have a good bad guy to fight, so it's going to be scary.
Don't scare the people. They came for a nice comedy show.
Yeah.
We want scary.
There you go.
Scary. One little scary.
Look who she married.
I'm going to scare the crap out of her right there.
All right.
Okay.
So, we should talk about
Our crew. Our very valuable, famous crew that
Yes.
we all want to give respect to. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Introduce them.
Folks, we are Lewis and Young Entertainment, but we are nothing without our people. We have a core of people that do fantastic jobs. And this one guy goes way above the call of duty. He does amazing things for our business and for you, the viewer. And I think everybody should just give him a big hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sid T. Slaw.
Sid the Slaw. Right
And Tim's here.
Tim Stewart.
Tim Stewart.
there. Tim Stewart.
Tim's here. I know. But,
But speaking of costumes, where's yours?
what do you mean?
You're supposed to wear a costume. I sent an email out like 20 minutes ago.
I'm like 40 miles from here. I didn't get a wait, what's your costume?
I'm Sam Spade, famous detective.
Okay. But that's who you're playing.
Right.
Tim, what's Tim's costume? Tim, what are you?
I'm a CPA. There you go.
Okay, and then what's Sid, huh?
He's DMV agent.
Where's the DMV?
Yeah. He's a sloth.
He's a sloth, so, okay. All right, well, I'll work on that.
Okay.
I'll work on that.
Get something. Put something together.
I'll try. I'm sure. He doesn't tell me these things. Anyway, okay, back to our crew though. Let's introduce our wonderful Holly Sherwood, who is our executive secretary, fantastic actress. And tonight she is our resident witch. And of course, no Lewis and Young show and no Halloween show would be full without our own devil in the blue dress, Rachel Vasquez. All right, folks, we're going to get ready here. We're going to start the show. We just want to let you know that all the sponsors that keep these things running, pay for our incidentals and stuff, is in your playbill. So help us by helping them out, shop locally, and...
They're all local businesses that we make radio ads for.
Yes.
Like they did back in the day.
And speaking of which...
we should start the show with those.
with a few commercials.
Let's do it.
Just like real life.
Steve! I'm afraid we're stuck in the middle of a jungle and last night I swear I heard drums. There can be cannibals in that dense foliage.
Oh, honey, don't be so dramatic. It's just some tall grass.
Well, Steve, look over there by the bird bath. Is that a leopard?
Oh, please. Look, I work all week and I take the kids to events all weekend. I don't have time to keep the yard groomed properly.
Well, then we'll need to call Evergreen Professional Landscaping. They're family-owned and have been providing quality service since 2018, and I bet they could chase out those cannibals.
You're crazy. But I have heard good things about Evergreen Professional Landscaping. We should call them tomorrow for a free quote.
landscaping to keep your yard from becoming a jungle.
If you need a wizard to help you with your auto accident problems, don't send your owl to Hogwarts. Call Laura Wilson, accident attorney. She may not have a magic wand, but she does have years of experience representing her clients and getting results. Don't let the legal system troll you. Call Laura Wilson and see what magic she can do for you. She's abracadabra dedicated and doesn't tolerate any legal hocus pocus. Laura Wilson, your defender against the dark arts. Because as Laura says, winning cases is no accident.
Laura Wilson is unassociated with wizardry or witchcraft, either black or white. Laura Wilson cannot do magic and neither can anyone else. The state of Massachusetts is very sorry for all those barbecues that went terribly, terribly wrong.
Hello, Toffee Madsen, private investigator.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Toffee Madsen, private investigator, great-granddaughter of America's favorite gumshoe from the 1950s, Candy Madsen. So sit back and listen as Toffee trick-or-treats her way through another thrilling case.
Well, hello there, Toffee. How's the one-woman Scotland Yard doing?
Oh, hello there, Inspector Sherwood. Well, if business was any better, you public servants could all retire on your big, fat pensions.
Fat pensions. Madam, you have me mistaken for a congressman, surely.
Hey, is Mallard in his office?
Yep, I just left him in there. He's doing some of that high-level detecting that we get paid a fortune for.
Probably shouldn't bother him then.
Oh, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. When last observed, he was perched neatly upon the horns of a dilemma. He would probably like to see a friendly face that doesn't need a shave.
We're in trouble. In that case, I'm just gonna go right in.
Hey, Toffee, if I wasn't married, you drop around anytime now, all right?
Thank you, kind sir. Oh, and happy Halloween. Trick or treat, Lieutenant Mallard.
Geez Louise, Toffee, I wish you'd knock before you come in here.
Why? What's in your search history?
Yeah, well, I might have been
What, Mallard, dear?
asleep or something.
Well, I have seen you asleep before.
Yeah. Well, now that you're in, pull up a chair. And it's not quite Halloween yet.
Well, almost. Besides, what's a few hour among fiends? I heard you were busy.
So, wait, you heard I was busy, so you just barged right in? Do things sound different in your head?
You know, I can always barge right out again if you're gonna growl at me like Frankenstein.
Nah. Hey, look, stick around. I think I've done all I can do anyway. Oh, and by the way, Frankenstein was the doctor, not the monster.
You know, I am pretty sure it's legal to shoot nerds in this state. What do you have, a murder?
Well, it does say homicide on the door, so what do you think? I'm working on a purse snatching?
Are you on some kind of new medication? Side effects may include smartassery.
It must be the full moon. Here, take a look at this. You ever seen anything like that before?
Nope. Looks really old though, like a small medallion of some kind.
I don't think so, but look, as near as I can figure the markings, it's a symbol of an order or a cult or something. You recognize the characters on it? Maybe from that expensive college education of yours?
Sorry, dude, I was a criminal justice major. I didn't learn anything in college. Those markings, though, they seem to have kind of an Egyptian flavor.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking too, but, I'm no Egyptologist. I'm more of a Mesoamerican kind of guy.
Your grandmother was from Mexico. That doesn't make you an Aztec. You know, you can always take it over to the university.
The university? Heavens no!
What's wrong with that?
Well, I bet against it with 6 points on the big game next Sunday.
You know, I'll take a piece of that action. Put me in for 20.
A gambler, huh? Any other vices I should know about?
Well, none that you want to write home to Mother about.
You probably got a point there.
I know I have. Mothers never understand these things when their baby boys are involved.
No, I mean about taking it over to the university.
Hey, wait a minute. Why didn't I think of this before?
What? Look, don't worry, my mother's gonna love you.
No, not that. Rupert. He has a brushing acquaintance with the Egyptian language and writing.
Rupert Watson? You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not. He spent quite a bit of time in Egypt as a photographer for one of those wire services. Oh, come on, we'll drive over to his place. I've got to see him anyway.
No can do, Toffee, my dear. I gotta be in Judge Lewis's court in like 20 minutes.
All right, let me have it. I'll take it over to him, and if Rupert comes up with anything, I'll just report back.
Okay, but just don't lose it.
Why, can't you get another one?
Not this particular one, we can't. We took it off the body of a woman they found last night in the Old Town Cemetery. It appeared she had been sacrificed. Weird symbols drawn on her body and stabbed through the chest. Emmy's still doing a full autopsy, but it looks like she was kept somewhere for a little while before she was killed.
Great, a psycho killer. Just in time for Halloween, too. Sure, that'll do wonders for tourism. Did you get any leads?
Not yet. We think he might have been interrupted by the security rover that randomly patrols the cemetery, but he left the crime scene clean, except for that little goodie. So whatever you do, don't lose it.
I will guard it with my life. Oh, I almost forgot what I came here for. Here's that book I borrowed from you.
Book? Which book? You got half my library at your apartment.
Well, if they're overdue, we could always play nutty librarian.
Yeah. Look, you're right. My mother would not understand. Did you get anything out of the book?
You mean the book entitled Latest Facts and Figures on the Rise and Fall of Crime Throughout the Western Hemisphere, plus a comprehensive digest of criminal trends in the United States is compiled by police departments of major cities throughout the country?
That one.
Didn't even get through the title. Made margaritas and watched X-File reruns. Which brings me to The Truth Is Out There. See you at Area 51, Fox. I slipped the medallion in my purse, slipped Mallard a peck on the cheek, slipped out of the Hall of Justice, climbed into my car and drove over to the apartment of a very old and dear friend of mine, Rupert Watson, renowned photographer, connoisseur of the arts, and sometimes drama queen.
Oh, I'm so glad you came by, Dove. Today of all days. I need the firm stanchion of your friendship upon which to brace myself.
Rupert, what on earth are you talking about?
Oh, never has the weight of gloom rested so heavily on my shoulders. Never has the sword of Damocles hung over my head as it does just now.
Oh, put the ham back in the sandwich. Well, what gives your ducking?
You are gazing upon a man, soon to be bereft of hearth and home.
So translated into this century's language, you're being evicted?
Well, not yet, but one must face eventualities. The tides must rise, the rain must fall.
Put a pause in it, Shakespeare. Are you having trouble paying rent?
Oh, don't be silly, Pet. I have plenty of money.
Well, then in heaven's name, why this Hamlet routine? What do you mean you're being evicted?
Well, simply this, my girl. A bunch of uncouth varlets are going to build an underground garage in the square next door. May I ask, what is so funny?
You probably won't have to move. I mean, chances are they're never even going to touch this building.
But think, Toffee. Think the dirt, the noise.
I've never known either one to affect you before, Rupert.
It's not myself I'm thinking about. It's Harry, my Great Dane. All that noise and dirt, they're apt to give Harry a nervous stomach.
And on a Great Dane, that's something.
Yes, it is, isn't it? But what can I do about it?
Laddie boy, I am glad you asked that. I've been meaning to have a word with you. Well, now that you're catering to the extremely fashionable clientele,
Yes?
well, it's about time you live the part of a great artist. You need a pad, player.
Okay, first of all, never say player again. Second, this place has such atmosphere.
Ducky, the Sistine Chapel has atmosphere. This place has an air, especially when the wind's from the east. I'll tell you what, you help me right now and I'll spend the rest of the day looking for a new domicile with you.
Oh, Angel, will you? I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, you're a lamb.
In the spring I am.
Oh, I get it. Spring lamb.
Yeah.
Oh, la, I feel ever so much better already.
Okay, but before you bound completely out of your skin, Ducky, I have something in my purse I need you to take a look at.
Fascinating. An amulet of some kind? It's in old Egyptian. It's really fine print. Where are my glasses?
On your head.
Oh! El Maji, El Hader, El Mustakbal, Whom? And this one I can't seem to translate. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, of course, Mayelki.
Great. Does that come with fries? What does it mean?
Well, I'm not exactly sure of my translation, but I take it to read, the past, the present, the future are mine.
Tell me, Ducky, does that expression mean anything to you? I mean, have you heard it before?
No. There are literally thousands of such sayings in Old Egyptian. It could refer to almost anything. But these types of things usually have something to do with death or resurrection.
All right, sounds good enough to me. I'm gonna make a phone call. I'll be right with you. Oh, voicemail. Always straight to voicemail. I'll just leave a message. Hey, it's me. El Maji, El Hader, El Mastek, Bal Hun Mayeki. Bye.
Toffee, are you crazy? Mallard's not going to understand that.
Crazy? Just the other way around. This is the one message I know Mallet's gonna return.
Toffee, you're a fool, but you're a wonderful fool. Just having you here has removed all my troubles and transformed me into a blithe spirit.
A blithe spirit. All right. Well, come on, Spirit. Let's go find you a house to haunt. Knowing Rupert as I do, I had the perfect place to start. It was a barn-type building, and it used to be a dance studio.